transformation of me. She was almost dead. This is day one of my little silent / social media detox week. And where do I start? Okay, I actually had a meditation this morning for 2 hours. How did that go? Not so good, to be honest. I got quite distracted from being very tired. So I had to change position, get a blanket. Yeah, like I couldn't really let go so much, but I think that was just part of the lesson, to just accept everything for what it is. And yeah, other than that, I just get ready and then I'm gonna get some breakfast around the corner with no internet. As I said, I really want to use this week to fully connect with myself on a deeper level and connect with my feelings, because I truly believe that sometimes we lose sight of our feelings, especially being so much online and using the phone and being on social media all day long. I think, yeah, we can get stuck in our heads way too much. And yeah, I really want to use this week to recharge and connect with my feelings. So yeah, let's go.
I went to a cafe just around the corner, and what I found interesting to observe was how everyone was just on their phone, not being present in the moment with their food and the people around them. Did I not say I wanted to connect deeper with myself again? They literally had my favorite treat from childhood. Afterwards, I went home for my meditation and noticed that my Coke Zero intake had gone up, probably because I was coping with my social media reduction. However, I ended the evening with a healthy dinner, went for a swim in the pool, and entered my first 3-hour evening meditation before going to bed. This is day 2, and one random fact about me: I love getting coffee in my pajamas. It's kind of like a little ritual for me. I got a falafel bowl for breakfast, but to be fair, it was already 11:30-ish. For my midday meditation, I decided to combine it with a Kundalini session. As you know, I'm a facilitator, so I've learned how to release stuck emotions and energy by myself. After that, I jumped into my new outfit because I had to go in the city and get an adapter for my podcast microphone.
Hey guys, when I see this cotton on there though, I really miss Australia.
Going outside helped me noticing my practice started to show results. I could feel myself perceiving reality differently. Isn't it fascinating how life always reflects back our internal state, sending us signs where to look at? On day 3, the day started with bad weather, and so did my mood. I was less present, so I forgot my card in the apartment and ended up having lunch in the hotel lobby. This meditation reminded me that we often think we are meditating when we are really more lost in our thoughts. Noticing when you drift and returning to the body through paying attention to physical sensations, that is what you should focus on. The answers you seek, they will come automatically.
Crazy what I've been experiencing here. My meditation yesterday evening, it was so deeply transformative. I don't know, I went from screaming to crying it all out to feeling this intense peace of mind and release especially around that subject of forgiveness and guilt. Yeah, I could finally embody a few things I already knew on a conscious level. And yeah, today I'm still processing it, but I feel already a lot lighter. In general, I feel way less numb, way more connected to my true feelings. I don't know, I get these bursts of excitement and joy out of nowhere, although nothing in my external world has shifted. But yeah, it's been intense. This is the last day. Crazy. Time went by so quick. And it's really interesting because there's one part of me that would like to extend for another week, because I feel like already in 1 week I've learned so much. I'm just so curious to know what would I be able to realize and feel if I would extend for another week. However, there's this other part of me that also feels quite content with where I am on this trip. And I feel I learned everything I needed to go back into reality, into my life, and apply and like fully integrate these new lessons, this new wisdom with all this new fresh energy and energetic upgrades. It's very exciting.
I thought, let's try somewhere new for breakfast. I wasn't in the mood for another falafel bowl or waffles. I started the day with some shaking, then moved into my meditation where I had another big release around forgiveness. Afterwards, I felt drawn to pull a card.
Everything you can read here is the theme of this journey. Literally. So this is the vibe.
Yeah, I'm still integrating everything. I don't even know where to start. I would never have expected for it to be so powerful and transformative. And it's so funny because I never planned to go to Kuala Lumpur twice. I was there before. How crazy is that? It's always the choices that don't look so good in the first place that turn out to be the best decisions we could have made. Wow, I feel so heart opening at the moment, and it's just because I took this time, deeply tuning in with myself. We get so used to our state of being, we don't even realize how numb we are unless we put ourselves in a situation like that. And I remember, I think that was my biggest turning point on this whole trip. I think it was day 3 or 4. I was in this meditation in the evening, and then I saw an imagination of me, of this version of myself. She was almost dead. She suffered so much, and like she got beaten, but she didn't get beaten by someone else. She got tortured by myself. And that was so mind shifting to me. I started crying so much and feeling forgiveness towards myself. I haven't been able to feel and express beforehand. I'm always so good at forgiving others, but I've never been good at forgiving myself. And I was carrying a lot of guilt inside of me. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I've killed somebody in the past, but yeah, I carried a lot of guilt. And yeah, by seeing myself how feeling so guilty all the time and punishing myself for my past mistakes, I've been torturing myself so much. And yeah, when I saw myself in that state, I felt so much self-forgiveness and so much love and so much compassion towards myself. And from that point, I remember being so heart open. I walked through the streets during the day after my meditation, and I was just so happy and full of bliss, full of excitement, and nothing in my external world shifted. Nothing. There was this one time where I got myself dinner. It was quite pricey for Kuala Lumpur, but then I sat in front of this salmon and I got happy tears from realizing, hey, Carrie, you are actually able to afford that. How beautiful is that? To just have this luck to be able to even buy things like that. And it was just a simple dinner, right? But then it kind of amplified by realizing, hey, you are able to afford Kuala Lumpur right now. Like, you've been able to afford this and that. And sometimes we lose sight of these things. And we might know them on a thinking level, but like you need to feel them on a feeling level, right? Having this painful experience the day before where I was suffering so much, I wouldn't have been able to feel this joy. And it all comes down to the fact that your ability to experience pleasure and joy in your life equals your ability to feel pain. It's all possible just by yourself, just by being able to tune inwards. And yeah, I must say, it's a blessing that I'm also able to give myself Kundalini sessions. I know how to channel energy. I know how to release blockages. It was so deeply helpful on that journey too. Would I do it again? Of course I would do this again. Like, this was so mind-blowing. Like, I've gained so many new insights, and I think it's a really beautiful way to do these little resets for your nervous system, for yourself, to connect with your heart again, to connect with your true self. And yeah, especially in this world where we are so much on our phone, I feel like it's the best thing you can give yourself, because you don't even realize how much you need it until you do it. I didn't realize how much I needed it, but this week really made it clear to me that I was quite numb for some time, and that, like, my ability to feel wasn't as strong anymore. And the better you can feel, whether it's pain or pleasure, your greater your ability to manifest. Because when you allow yourself to feel pain, then you will feel more pleasure again, right? And when you are able to feel more pleasure again, then you can manifest better, because manifestation happens on a feeling level, right? And I really liked the fact that I was still able to experience a little bit of my day-to-day life by, I was in a big city. So after meditation, I would go in a park, or once I went to this mall, and I saw it as an opportunity to immediately embody and integrate what I've realized and shifted in my meditations, right? It was a beautiful way of testing if I would get triggered again, or if I would be able to just implement what I've learned. I'm really excited to see where this journey is taking me from now on, and it will be really interesting. I've channeled so much for you guys, and I can't wait to share it all with you. But it's been a blessing. Probably the most exciting week of 2025. Although my 2025 hasn't been bad, but it was just so profound.